Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play. I should really play Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr another time. This title still, it kicked off much for this channel, but it's still on my mind. Mass Effect 2, the game is. We have a new enhancement, the Cyclone Shield Tech. It's a Normandy shield upgrade. The rapidly oscillating kinetic absorption of cyclonic barrier technology, CBT, are added to the ship. This should help the ship survive blasts like those that destroyed the first Normandy. I wonder when this stuff is actually gonna be important for the ship. I mean, we haven't been in any sort of ship battle, so I wonder. Anyways, okay, we need, sadly enough, more element 0. Alright, that were upgrades. Nice. That means we are gonna go now. I could actually, do you know what we could do? We could actually talk to Telly. Before we... Telly was her name, right? Before we go and head on to the next mission, I think that is quite important. She was, I remember correctly, in engineering. I am this time not gonna go to Miranda. We've been at her place a couple of times where practically nothing has happened, except she said come back later.
The new armor reinforcements really threw off the gravimetric profiles, but engines are good to go. I rebalanced the Gilborn coefficients and adjusted the anterior intakes on the second tier stabilizers.
I love it when you talk dirty.
Oh boy, is there a romance coming in?
Aquila, I'm sorry I dragged you into Quarian politics. All that infighting, seeing what my father did. You were the only one there for me, Shepard. The only cover I had against that storm. Thank you.
I imagine they're trying to fill your father's spot on the Admiralty Board. What will that do to the balance of power?
I have no idea. Being exiled might have made it easier. A few people are suggesting me as a candidate. Replacing an admiral takes time, though. You may not have noticed, but Quarians like to debate.
You may not. Okay.
Are Quarian politics always like that?
No. Sometimes it can actually get unpleasant. We're a very social people, Shepard. We have to be, to make up for being stuck in these suits. And part of that means getting involved in each other's business.
The whole trial was insulting. You should have had time to mourn your father.
I don't think life is about what you deserve, but my father would be honored that I chose to mourn him by blowing up a lot of gas. I should get back to work, but thanks for checking on me.
Alright, you're part of my crew, Telly. And since we are down here, I want to say let's talk to Garrus, but he ain't around. Okay, good. Then let's go to the bridge and find us a new wonderful mission. And I am not certain where the game is gonna bring us, but I'm open. Also very open for everything.
No messages for you, Commander.
Okay, Kelly. That's fair enough with me. So we are here at 100%. That's good. No indications on the other side. Shadow broke our base. Firewalker, help Zaid. Help Garrus, help Kasumi, help Grant. Okay, we have a lot of stuff to do. Okay, we start over here. And sorry, even if we are not going directly in the main mission, I think the companion things we are doing is very, very good, and we can even do the Firewalker thing too. But first of all, we have another system here to explore. Polino, a relatively small hydrogen-helium gas giant, Polino remains undeveloped while its sister planet Metaponto garners all the attention. This was not always the case. In 21 AD, news stories seeded throughout the extended claimed that Element Zero was being found on Polino's moons in record loads. This turned out to be a scam spread by the Dunawakrum Consortium on Elka Corporation trying to scare up investors. After a small fleet of space probes scouted the area, the hype quickly deflated, and then myth only persists now in unwanted extended email messages.
Probe launched.
And yes, we are very low on, as you see, on element 0,
Probe away.
1410. So I've got, and we see element 0, obviously,
Probe away.
whatever element 0 is. I don't know if in one codex whatsoever it was actually explained. Maybe. It at least sounds important. And I have the feeling that most of it we can find not by probing planets, but by finding it on planet. I think that's the same with Iridium. Okay, good. First planet done. So we only have 5 planets here. Come on, that's not that many. Okay, Volturno, a so-called super-Earth. Volturno is home to organic life, but it's nevertheless uninhabited for the near future. Currently in an ice age, most of the planet from the latitude of 30 degrees north or south is a frozen wasteland, and so most organic life, limited to algae and lynches, resides near the equator. The strong gravity prevents any sapient species but Elcor from thriving on the planet, and the Elcor cannot breathe the planet's atmosphere, which contains lethal amounts of carbon dioxide in addition to its oxygen. Small packs of watcher squatters are attempting to take the planet for themselves illegally, but most of them live miserably existence in the planet's crushing gravity and die from faults and medical complications. Only terraforming on a massive scale would turn Volturno into a habitable world, and the Elcor lack the political capital with the Citadel Council to begin such an effort. Okay, that's too bad. Okay, at least I found out that we can find Iridium on planets. That's kinda neat. Although it might overall take a little bit to find new upgrades which are worth researching or worth investigating.
Launching probe.
That probe might not have been worth it, but not complaining here. Oh, hello. Wait, there we are.
Probe launched.
Oh, SMG shield piercing. Sadly enough, it's only for SMG weapons.
Probe launched.
Good, that was this planet, Volturno. That's a nice name. And here we are, Lepini, a hydrogen methane gas giant. Lepini and its moons have been cursorily scanned by space probes and found to have little in the way of rare resources. The galaxy at large considers it unremarkable. Oh, that's a not so cool statement, right? But if it was housed some element 0, I obviously would not say no. Sorry, and over the course of this Let's Play, I think there's still gonna be a couple of episodes. Definitely coming. There will be a couple on this research thingy thing. That's me. Forgive me there, but I cannot. If there are, so to say, free resources to gather, I need in such games. I mean, maybe you could figure or argue that maybe...
Probe away.
I don't even know if this is an important thing to do in this game, in the end. But I think it is cool to do. Okay, let's go here. Vikio. Vikio is a moderately sized terrestrial world with a thin, hot atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Initial surveys found trace amounts of iridium but little else of interest in the silicate desert sands that cover much of the surface of the planet. On a recent tour, the Alliance surveyors ship Cube discovered a group of partial graves hidden in the equatorial mountain ranges. The ancient skeletons in the burial sites are obviously humanoid but incomplete and poorly preserved, which has made them difficult to identify. Fragments of primitive ceramic grave goods were also found nearby. This raises thorough questions about who once traveled to this inhospitable planet, since the closest garden world, Volturno, has no intelligent life. Human universities are planning thorough archaeological investigations.
Probe launched. Probe launched. Launching probe.
And I'm actually thinking about, I'm not sick of the armor we are wearing currently. I think at least at the point I crafted it or researched it, it seemed to be the best armor around, and I thought at that point, and I still think it is quite cool looking. I still would like to see if, for example, the Cerebrus armor or the Inferno armor, I think they are called, are, oh, extra rounds, are equivalent in a way in shields and armor, and then take them. See, this is the good part. With the palladium I think we found, we're actually good with the next researches. Okay, alright. Metaponto. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Metaponto has developed a helium-3 fueling station founded by Elcor business interests who hope to bring enough attention to the system to attract terraforming investors and thus eventually develop Volturno as a habitable world. Thus far, they've met with little success.
Probe away.
Oh, there we go.
Probe away.
There we go again.
Probe.
I mean, what's good? We are good with iridium right now. I did say palladium before, right? That was obviously wrong. But only because we spent actually this episode exploring planets, so we're very nicely done. And we have choreographed, so to say, this piece of space. This piece of space, that's what I wanted to say. Okay, good. We only launched 30 probes. Okay, buy probes, and then we go to the fire system to go after the Help Said, if the name even is pronounced correctly. And then we still have the Firewalker thing to do. Let's enter the system. And we can still go through one planet in this episode before we go in the next one. Hito. While the ice mines of Vientel make a great deal of profit from ships passing through Fai's mass relay, the real money is made at Hito. As the only gas giant in the Fire gateway system, Hito is heavily developed by rival helium-3 mining concerns. Their world has 3 major and 26 minor moons. Those based on moons deeper in the gravity well tend to specialize on helium-3 extraction and refining, while those on the farther moons specialized in refueling services and shipments. Shipment, singular, sorry. The local economy is driven by black marketing, backroom deals, and cutthroat business. Each company attempts to sabotage its rivals' facilities while protecting their own moon. This has led to open corporate warfare 3 times in the last century. All the major mercenary groups have offices in the Hito planetary system, though the Blue Suns enjoy a home team advantage shipping in cheap logistical supplies from Zoya. Alright. Then for today, for the end, let's send out some fresh probes.
Away.
Still, it would have been great if we would find some element 0, but on the other hand, then this material, I want to say metal, I don't even know if it is a metal, but it would not, I guess the name element 0 stands for its rarity too, right?
Probe away. Probe away. Probe away.
Oh no, that was maybe wrongly launched. Okay, good. Guys, that right now brings us to the end of this episode. In the next episode, we will scan 3 more planets, I guess. 1, 2, if I can find the end of 3. But for now, you know it. I really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed this episode, then please give me a little thumbs up and subscribe. And hopefully I see you in the next episode. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful day. Stay frosty. Bye.